Welcome back. In this video we're going to be working on the hands now. So I'm just going to hide these real quick. So you can see the hands are basically like everything else. We'll be starting off with the cube. Let's just slide this cube into place. Turn on X-ray mode. I'm just going to scale in and just get the general shape. So when inputs in the subdivision's depth, I think we will crank that up to about 3. I think should suffice. So I'm going to select these edges here and we're just going to round it off a bit. So we're just going to select the ones on the opposite side too. I just want to scale in X just a bit, just to give it a little bit of roundness to it. So I'm going to have to add a couple edge loops now. Oops. Actually, I don't think we will need them. Just going to select these verts here and on the corners. Just going to pull them up slightly. I didn't really like the shape that was giving me, so actually might add a couple of edge loops. Nope, it's not giving me what I like. So when it's add the 2 edge loops going here, one vertically, one horizontally. As you can see, I'm just using the line to give me the correct shape over. So if you look at the actual handpiece itself, it kind of looks like he's wearing a kind of fighting type mitt. So that's what I'm trying to recreate here. So this is that general shape. Kind of looks like something they wear in UFC, MMA style fighting mitts. So I'm guessing that's what it probably is. So what I did was just select the face, extrude out, to give a little bit of volume to it. Just pushing these faces about just to get the correct shape. So just select these bits here. Looks like I've got something selected by mistake. There we go. Just gonna push these in a bit. Do the exact same thing on the top area. So this sliding these bits up. So this I just did that one bit. Look like I pushed it out of place sorry too much. So select these bits on the side. And then it's pulling those up and then pulling the top ones down. I'm sliding those down a little. So just quickly undid. I'm pulling these weights on either side up. So it's a 3 on each side, so that makes 6. I'm actually selected those by mistake. I just undid those. So all I did was insert an edge loop. I just don't have enough geometry to get what I was looking for before, but now that I added this edge loop, it seems to be giving me the results that I want. Yeah, there we go, it's looking much better now. So I'm going to select these verts and just scaling up just to align them. I'm just going to push slide down just to match up with the reference image. I just had one select by mistake. That's matching up much better. There we go. Got a much better form and shape to it now. Just gotta tweak these words a little. I'm just taking a look at it from all angles. I'm going to select these bits. I'm just going to slide them down just ever so slightly. Just checking it out with the reference image, and it seems to be looking okay. So what we're going to do now is work on these fingers now. So just like before, we're going to start off with the cube. Scale them down. As you can see from the reference images, it seems to be heavy. He has his he's basically making a fist, but we're not going to be modeling in his hand out like that. We're going to be slightly deviating from the reference image. So I'm just going to use this this image I found on the internet of Gundam hand. So what I did was extrude out one face. Oops. I just don't do that, so you guys can. I'm just widening out this face, and then it's going to extrude out. Just a simple shape, just a cube with a face that's been extruded. Because we're trying to simulate a finger, so if you guys know anything about anatomy, the fingers have 3 main joints. Actually, they comprise the 3 main components. So just brought back this image. I'm just going to use it to aid me in modeling the hands. Sorry, the fingers. The scaling up a bit. I'm just trying to make sure it's as accurate as possible. So what I did there was I just duplicated out another finger. I'm going to add an edge loop. So what I'm doing is adding the image to a new layer, just so I don't select it by mistake. There we go. It's in reference now, so it shouldn't cause me any trouble. I'm just going to delete this face. No, actually I'm going to push in. No, it's not giving me the results I want. Yep, I'm going to have to go with adding another edge loop. Because you notice that the main sorry, the main the lower the first component has to slot into the middle one. So that's what we have to simulate there, slot type area. So I'm just deleted the face and I'm just filling the the holes with the pen polygon tool. There we go, it's looking much better now. We're going to do the exact same thing with the third part of the hand, the third section. So I'm adding a couple edge loops along the top. See, just got rid of that. We'll go we'll add them around the side. So right now it's looking a little bit too blocky, so I'm just gonna add a couple edges. That way I'll be able to round out the form. I'm just selecting this edge and the one on the opposite side and the other two as well. I'm just gonna scale in X. There we go, we've got that roundness going on. Just doing the same thing, the lower half. Just giving it some roundness. Notice I'm not trying to round it up too much. I just want to give you a little, just a slight roundness to it, because almost nothing has a complete straight edge to it. You notice that most things you'll see, you'll usually have a little bit of roundness to it. So I'm just gonna make my way around, just rounding, I'm selecting edges and just rounding them off a little. Just selecting edges. Just gonna slide up. There we go. It's been much better. You can see just simply by doing that, the shape itself looks much more has a better look to it. If you compare it with the bottom piece here, it's got much more character. It looks aesthetically more pleasing to the eye, just simply by rounding off a couple of edges. So what I did there was just I deleted that piece, because I didn't really want to have to go back, and I didn't really want to have to go through all that rounding off again. So I just deprecated that piece. I'm just deleting. I added insert and delete those middle faces, and I'm gonna fill these gaps with the pen polygon tool. No point doing the same thing over and over again when you can just reuse the pieces. I'm just gonna have to tweak these bits a little, so they're a little more flush with the main finger piece. I'm selecting these bottom bits here. We'll select the entire thing and just slightly, place it a little more, so we match up with the reference a little bit. Now we'll select these bits here and just line them up a bit. Same thing with these bits here. So we just duplicated this piece over again. This will give it the third portion of the finger. Just gonna make some slight adjustments to it. I'm sliding these bits right down a little bit. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to select these faces and delete them. We don't need them. I'm just going to fill the whole the gap with the pen polygon tool. Oops, we've still got our face remaining. Get rid of that. Just filling the gaps. There we go. We got the beginnings of a finger now. So I'm just going to have to tape this off a bit. So I'm just going to pull them out. Sometimes I'll go in and manually select these edges here. Excuse me. And sliding down this edge here. No. This time I'm adjusting the width manually. I'm going to freeze transformation on them. I'm just going to tape this fingertip off to give it a little bit more of an interesting shape to it. So I'm going to select all these components here and freeze froze transformations and delete the history. Just made a quick save. I'm selecting these free objects and I'm just going to duplicate them out 4 times. We've got 4 fingers, so we're going to duplicate them 4 times. There's no point recreating the fingers because they look exactly the same. So for this thumb type area, you notice that it has a complete different shape to the rest of the fingers. So we might have to we're gonna have to actually create that from scratch, or most of it anyway. So I'm starting off with the cube. Sliding into position. Scaling down a bit. And scale in Z. So I'm just going to tweak the verts individually, moving them into place. It's not too much of a difficult shape, so what I'm going to do here is it's container X-ray, and I'm gonna see what's the best option. I think extruding a face out to get this area will be the best area route to take. Select this face and extrude out once. There we go. And select this view and slide it down. And see how easy it was just to recreate something as that, something as simple as this. So I'm going to select this we're just going to move it, we're just going to slide it down a little bit, so I'm sorry, slide it across. we're going to do what we did before. We're going to extrude out the face just to get this shape. There we go. So just adjusting the width here. Just going to add a couple splits going across. Just want to give it some roundness. So now that we've got these additional bits, we'll select the ones on the side and just slide them and just scale them in so we can get that roundness. No, put it in like that. I'm just gonna select the bits individually and just slide them and just move them about until it looks till it has that rounded look to it. It's not too many bits, just a couple. Just checking everything to make sure it's okay. I think we're matching up with the reference and it's pretty nicely. So just doing what I did before, just duplicating over pieces. Actually, I'll just reuse these pieces rather than recreate something else. I'm just going to combine these so I can rotate them both at the same time. Scale them up a bit. Slide them into place. Just rotate them a bit more. Just rotating this so it matches the angle of the thumb. Just doing some more rotating. So what we're going to do here now is we're going to give the fingers some a little bit of bend to it. Because if you look at your hands, naturally they come to a bend. We're just trying to give some more character. Just to give let's put some more character into it. So just hit those last pieces, and actually I'll delete them. And I'm just going to duplicate over these ones. Like I said, just simply adding a little bit of a bend to the fingers gives you a tremendous amount of character. If I just left it straight, it wouldn't have been too much. It wouldn't have taken away from the overall shape, but just simply adding that bend just gives it that little bit more visual interest to it. Because naturally fingers come to a bend anyway. In order for us to keep our fingers straight, we have to put tension in them. As soon as you relax them, they'll automatically come to a bend. Even though this is a robot, this looks more interesting. This is simply bending it. So what I'm doing now is just selecting each piece and just rotating it, just and translating it just accordingly. Not doing anything too difficult here. Got bent that one a little too much, so I'm just gonna adjust this one. You can see from this angle how much better it looks just simply by giving it that bend. I don't know. To me, it looks like he's about to draw his weapon. If you look at from the Wild West movies, they usually hold their hand in this kind of fashion before they fire off. So what I did there was just combine all the pieces and just rotate them a bit. Actually, I rotated them in Y by 90 and scaling them down. Because we want to to match with the main hand piece here. You can see it's looking a little on the thin side, so I'm just gonna have to just fatten them out a little bit. Scale them in a little bit. So I'm just sliding them up just to meet with the main hand part. You can see how much better this looks just simply adding those bends to the fingers. Now I'm gonna have to work on the thumb area now. So I'm just doing the same thing, combining those pieces, centering the pivots, and scale down now. So I'm just sliding it into the correct position. Just rotating it now. So it's taking a look at the reference images to try and get a better feel for where it should be. And it's the freezing transformation on these. So I just combine these pieces back together again. going to rotate him. Just going to translate him a bit. Just doing some more rotating. That looks much better now. Just pushing it into the main area. So to scale him up a bit. Freezing transformation and everything. And now I'm gonna separate. I'm just gonna center pivots. I'm gonna give these a little bit of a bend to them as well. So just rotating these parts. Actually, I'll just leave them as they are. They're not looking too bad. Yup, it's looking much better now. I'm just taking a look at it, make sure it's okay. I'm just separating out all the pieces now. It's gonna freeze transformations. That pink was looking a little off to me, so I just decided just to tweak it just ever so slightly. Trying to push it back in. There we go, now it's got much better look to it. So just selecting both fingers, combining them, clearly separating them. Now selecting everything now, I'm just gonna center the pivots and everything. Gonna tweak these end these tip areas. Like I said, it's just a constant tug of war with them trying to get something that looks visually interesting and fits in with the rest of the character. So there's froze transformations on it, and deleting the history and everything. So I just want to bring everything back and just want to see its relationship with everything else. Yeah, it's looking nice. So I'm just thinning this out a little bit, scaling it in. Looked a little too fat for my liking. I'm just going to select everything and combine them now, not the one piece. And then center the pivot. I'm just going to flatten them out a little bit. Scale it. I'm just going to scale them out so they're slightly bigger. And I'm going to rotate so they have the same projection as the rest of the arm. I'm just combining the fingers again. I'm just gonna fatten them out. They're looking way too thin for my liking. I think that should, there we go. Now that's looking much nicer now. Yep, it's definitely looking better. Just looking too thin before, so I just adjusted those accordingly. So now we're going to combine everything. That's why you'll see me bringing back all the objects, because I like to see how we fit meshes with everything else. That's a good way to tell. That's a good way to make adjustments. Just simply bring back all the other objects. You can see now everything's looking much better now. It's looking more like they belong together rather than something something taken from another piece. So it's duplicated over the hand onto the other side. Just to make a quick rotation. You can see from the back how interesting the fingers look just simply by putting that bend into them. Rather than just keeping the fingers straight and just leaving them. This adds a whole a whole lot of life into it. I'm just gonna put a little bit of bend on this foam area. See, that's why you'll always see me making small tweaks to objects. Just one of the reasons why I'm constantly rotating around the character. I just want to get a good feeling for it. I'm just selecting everything and it's gonna combine everything again. There we go. That's looking much nicer now. So I'm just gonna modify freeze transformations, delete by type history. Zoom out a bit, just take a look at it. And I'll see you in the next video.